Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. We're gonna play some Harvestella, try and make a little bit of progress. And, I'm gonna try and not be moody because the water in my house is broken again. For the second time, third time, in a week. They keep coming and doing some things, it works for a while, and then something else goes wrong. And it makes me angry. But Harvestella should make us happy. Anyway, last time we played this game, we finished the main third chapter, and now we're just chilling with no mail. I think I did my farm stuff. I forget if I did the cave biome. It's 3:50 p.m. I must have done all the farm stuff I could have. So this will probably be just a wasted day, or we can start side questing with the stuff we need to. Not worry about farming in the area. Eventually, you know, I've never really gotten around to doing a farm session of an
I
area.
hope you bring back souvenirs.
Yeah. We are poor. I'm gonna start with Shrika, and then we'll go to Namiya Town if there's time. Let's see what's happening in the religious turmoils of this group. That is all. Thank you. The sect of the Anti-Mother should be quieter now. All thanks to you, Sister Shrika. The way you led the charge when we discovered where the fake Velos Indulgentia were being made, it was a sight to behold. That's enough of that. I was simply performing my role as missionary. You're too modest. Wasn't it you, sister, who put so much effort into quelling the vile rumors that spread throughout the town? Seeing you persevere when speaking with the townsfolk gave me strength. Don't make me say it again. It was because of you that we were able to succeed, sister. I said that's enough. Return to your post. Quit praising me. Well, if it isn't Harpu. You look busy. You could say that. Measures to keep the sect of the Anti-Mother and the Controller going steady. We were able to seize the location they were using to create the false Velos Indulgentia, which should go some way to finally bringing this matter to rest. Shrika, you got a moment. Seats, what is wrong? Where's Seatis? You look exhausted, like you'll keel over any minute. You're as charming as always. All I'm saying is if you are tired, then you need to rest. You can't let yourself be held at the whim of the other priests. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you need to be so harsh? I'd be suspicious if Seats were suddenly polite. Thank you for worrying, but I'm fine. I don't know how I must look to you, but I will continue under my own behest. Suit yourself. That I shall. Is that all you came here to discuss? You honestly came here just to chide me about rest? No, it isn't. Well. Shrika, another letter came addressed to you. A letter? From whom? The sender wrote something on the back of the envelope. Surely not. Who would send you a letter? The leader of the Anti-Mother. Who gave you this? No idea. Their face was hidden. What of their gender? Surely you could tell from their voice. Well, it It was a man, maybe. What do you mean, maybe? I'm sorry. It took me by surprise, okay? Fine, fair enough. What are the letter's contents? Why would they send it? This is an invitation to speak with them. Sounds like a trap. Perhaps, but I think the time calls for us to brave the danger. That's unlike you, Seeds. Normally you would stop me from doing anything that puts my health at risk. That's not why I'm joking, Seeds. This time, I agree with you. Probably is a trap, but we can't miss this chance to meet the leader of the sect of the Anti-Mother. Hey, that was my suggestion, not his. If their invitation is genuine, then this might be the push needed to settle our dispute. The risk is high, but so is the potential reward. That is why I must go. Going alone? I understand your concern, since the letter did not specifically ask me to go alone. Harpu, I would like you to come with me. ET seats. Sounds boring, so I think I'll pass. Very well. If we're all finished here, then I'll be leaving. Later. Is it just me, or is there something off about seats today? Anyway, Harpu, I'll send a letter when I'm ready. Please wait until then. Intermissionary episode. Get it? Missionary? Because she is one. It probably is a trap, but we cannot miss the chance to meet the leader of the sect of the Anti-Mother. Whew. The risk is high, but so is the potential reward. Alright. I have silver in my inventory. Just return home and then deposit stuff. Oh yeah, right. I will move all my things around at some point. I think I'm gonna move everything on the far right side. It's just gonna be production line. And then whatever else will be
See you later.
planted on the left. Side questo. Oh yeah, I have to go to the steps, don't I? Excuse me, do you know a man named Jade? Is this a woman looking for a boyfriend? Okay, thank you. Oh, hi Harpu. You're in Namiya. Were you asking about Jade? Yes. Since I came to Namiya, I've been asking around for him every chance I get. So far, no one has seen him. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. I'm not ready to give up, though. Even if it turns out to be pointless in the end, I still want to know I did everything I could to find him. Besides, it's better for me to stay busy. Excuse me there. Yes. Are you looking for a Jade? Yes, I am. I was just looking after a man named Jade at my house. He might be the person you are looking for. Really? Where is he? I think he said he was going to the observation deck. Thanks. Ah, wait, you should know something. It's important. What is it? Don't worry about that. Just stop her. She might get a terrible surprise if she finds him. Okay. Too late. She's ahead of me. A little bit of stamina to burn. Let's finish up this quest. Two of them, actually. Lilia, did you find him? I finally found you. Sorry. Third amnesia case. I missed you, Jade. I've been looking for you all this time. Jade? Who are you? Huh? What's going on? What does he mean? Who am I? I am Jade, but I don't know who you are. What do you mean? Finally caught up to you. What happened to him? Looks like I'm too late. Is this what you're trying to tell us? Listen carefully, you two. He's amnesic. Amnesic? But how? He says it's an after effect of a big accident he was in. Oh, the accident did this to him. I might have met you two before I lost my memory, but I really don't remember you at all now. Sorry. Jade. All I remember is my name and that I was in some kind of horrible accident. And I was supposed to come to Namiya for some reason. I don't remember why, though. I'm sorry. Still, I'm just glad that Jade is alive. What are you going to do now? I don't know. I need to think about it. Alright, let's call it a day. I need to go away and process everything that just happened. Jade is probably in shock from all this too. I'll write you a letter if I need your help again, but for now I need to figure out what to do next. How does everybody know where I am? Where to send their letters? Take it easy, I guess. Thank you too, ma'am. Sorry you had to run all this way after us. No problem. Seems like a complicated issue, so I'll be here to help too. Thank you. Well, see you later. The consequences of escape. Hey, you're back. Did you find a shell? I found. A little girl helped me choose it, I guess. A girl chose it? Then I'm sure it must be nice. I give the shell to Cherie. This shell. What's wrong? Nothing. It's just... You see this pendant? I've had it since I was a kid. Ah, looks just like the shell I brought, apparently. It's not like I could just go and pick it up myself. I've never even been to Shatola. Did your parents give it to you? No. To be honest, I have no idea when or where I got this pendant. Someone gave it to me, I don't know who it was. So it was from Shatola then. You know how I said that I wanted to go to the beach because it was a dream of mine? That wasn't the real reason. The real reason I wanted to go to the beach was to look for another shell like the one in my pendant. I wanted to get some kind of clue where it came from. What a coincidence. Yeah, but I'm kind of disappointed he found it so easily. I've always thought it was special and I was never going to part with it. That's why I wanted to know how I even got it in the first place. Anyway, sorry I went off on a tangent. Don't worry about it. Well, I'm one step closer now, thanks to you. At least now I know it's from Shatola. Thank you for everything, traveler. I'm going home now. That was my end of the deal. My parents are going to be so angry with me, I'd better go and apologize. See you later. I'll write you a letter if I find out anything else about the shell. She gave me eggs, but I get plenty of eggs from the chicken coop. Oh, right, yeah. I need to buy another chicken. I still don't have this upper area memorized yet. Hide here and wait for Leo. Oh yeah, I just barely made it on time for this, right? I forgot about this. Good, no one's around. I'll be able to do my daily. Leo, is that you? What are you doing up so late? What's wrong? Oh, I can't sleep. Oh, is that it? Ah, well, you won't fall asleep walking around here, will you? Come on, I'll take you back to bed. Try and get some sleep, okay? Okay. Whew, that was close. What's up, Sarge? You don't like having to play catch up in Honkai for being lazy? Well, then you gotta stop being lazy about all the events and, get to it. Chop chop, lazy bones. And we have another quest in Neward Step. 7 p.m. and 12 a.m. What the fuck? Sounds like you having the usual expected issue of playing too many gacha games. Where's the lady at? Ah. Received the valuable End of Eden XLI. Time at travel. That was 50, right? So this is volume 61. I don't know how the Roman numeral thing goes, when X is in front or after. Hold up. Just to remind myself, because I don't have the info on the top of my head. Roman numeral L is 50. LXI is 61. And then XLI would be 151. What? Apparently XLI is 41. So this is 41. Maybe 40 is done as XL? That can't be right. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the particulars when it comes to adding in the L. So I guess XL is 40 and then L is 50. So this one should be 75. 41. 12. Anyway. Hi, Harpu. Take it you got my letter then? You must be here to see the children. Yeah, at 9 o'clock at night. They're all asleep, so I don't have to see them. But I can see you instead. I mean, your library. I mean... You know what I mean. Playtime is just about to start at 9 p.m. You play with the kids. So that's how the prince and the princess slayed the evil monster. And with that, they lived happily ever after in their castle on the lake. The end. Are they talking about the actual castle on the lake, Castle Lewis? Well, kids, what do you think of today's book? The princess was so cool. I want to go to their castle. Sounds like you liked it. Tomorrow's picture book is about a girl who gets transported into a strange world. Isekai, isekai, isekai. Yes, ma'am. Now I'm just going to put the book back. Stay here. It won't be long. Oh, Mrs. Tina. Aw, she's gone. Do you need to tell her something? No, I just wanted to put the book away. Hee hee, you're always trying to show off for Mrs. Tina. No, I'm not. I just wanted to help. Yeah, right. You've gone bright red. He has a really big crush on Mrs. Tina. He's always on his best behavior around her. What do you think of Mrs. Tina? I love her. She's pretty and cool and nice. I want to be just like her when I grow up, so I can murder people. I'm back. What, did I miss something? We were just sharing secrets. I'm gonna get him in trouble. Well, it didn't take you long to bond with the kids. Damn it, it's not the response you're supposed to have. Now then, everyone, next is study time. The head teacher is waiting for you, so don't be late. Yes, ma'am. Come again soon. Ooh, thanks for today. How was it? I bet you're exhausted after playing with the kids. I'm alright, I guess. Well, I'm impressed. Even we teachers get worn out most of the time. Yeah, but you do it daily. This was a one-time thing. It was lovely to see the kids enjoying themselves today. They've had a hard time adjusting since we lost Tiella. It was a big shock for them. But today I saw innocent smiles on their faces that I haven't seen in a long while. Hopefully this is a small step in the right direction. Time heals all wounds after all. All I can do in the meantime is read books for them. Do you read to them every day? Yes, I love reading more than anything. When I'm reading, I can forget whatever is going on in the real world. That is probably not the best reason to read. But no matter how harsh reality is, I can always get lost in the world of a book for a short while. And there's so much I can learn about the world from books. I want to share that with the kids so they know there is more out there than just what they've grown up with. I wish I'd had someone to do the same for me growing up. I should start reading more. Maybe you should. I'll lend you a good book next time. Hey Harpu, could I ask you something? Actually, never mind. Thanks for today. Come by again when you get a chance. The kids would be happy to see you. Well then, see you. I'll write to you again if anything comes up. Estina's children. Zombie mushroom. That's new. Would you play with the children when you have a chance, or wait till if anything comes up? No! I will not. Now how do we... this way. Get back down. So we can hang out with the other guy. Thank you for always keeping an eye on everything, a seal. You must be hungry. Help yourself to a sweet. I got some really yummy ones earlier. That's really kind of you. Are you sure? I'm starving. Hey, Seal, when are you off next? I'm itching to go fishing again soon. I've been catching like crazy while you've been gone. Aha, is that so? I'll need to have a little competition on my next day off. Excuse me, Mr. Asil, isn't Tiella with you today? I haven't seen her at all lately. I hope she's okay. Oh, well, guess word hasn't reached the little ones, eh? Tiella went back to her hometown, isn't that right, Asil? What? Really? But we didn't get to say bye-bye. Sorry about that. It all happened kinda suddenly. That doesn't mean she's gone for good, eh? She'll be back to visit. Oh damn, what a lie. You sure? Okay, next time I see her, I'll say bye-bye properly. Good idea. Yeah. Oh, Harpoo. I didn't see you there. What are you up to today? I was in the neighborhood. Oh, well, I'm glad you came by. Why don't we catch up back at my house? I'm pretty much done with my rounds, so I've got some time to burn. Great. In that case, I'll catch everyone again later. Excuse me. If anything comes up, then don't hesitate to contact the Argus Brigade. A member will come running. Aren't you like the only member? So, are you ready? Are you ready? How's everyone doing? Everyone is doing really well. They always come out for a chat when I'm finishing up my patrol. Still, it is nice that everyone always comes out for a lively chat at the end of the day. Tiella would always scold me for how long I spent outside. Speaking of which, I guess you heard that conversation earlier about Tiella. Part about her going home. Yeah, that part. I decided that was best for the people in town to hear. Telling them the truth would only lead to confusion. Yeah, it wouldn't be easy to explain that she's a robot, which you guys don't even know what that is. Designed to control dragons, designed to destroy the world. Because reasons. Or, I guess they're designed to destroy anything unfamiliar. There's something weird like that. Isn't that a lot of pressure on you? I appreciate the concern. I don't even know how I would go about telling them the truth. Honestly, I don't think I've come to terms with it myself. I can't stop thinking about it. Like, was there anything I could have done differently? But I promised her. I promised I'd protect this world she loves so much. Although, sometimes I wonder if I'll be able to keep it. We all have doubts like that some days. I guess so. The more I think about it, the more I realize my own limitations, the extent of my own reach. I can only protect a small corner of this world on my own. I think about that every time I'm reminded of that promise. I'm not strong enough as I am now. I need to find greater power if I am to help more people. Like you do. Nobody can do anything alone. Hashtag, we're a social animal. You say that, but I'm constantly surprised by what you can do. But I need to become stronger if I am to keep my promise to Tiella. Oh, I'm sorry. We ended up falling on a really sad topic. Shame, since we don't often get a chance to catch up. You can talk to me anytime. I know. Anyway, thanks for today. I'll let you know if I need to pick your brain again. No brain picking. Defense and attack. see you later. Oh shit. More side questing. Even a seal won't help me. The thought of it probably scares him silly too. Am I gonna have to save her myself? But I'm not much of a fighter. What's up with the seal? I asked him for help. I thought he'd be more willing than he turned out to be, though. Who are you anyway? I don't think I've seen you around here. You a traveler or something? Yeah, thought as much. Somehow a traveler and a farmer at the same time. I don't know how I get it all done. Why are you staring at me like that? What have I got to lose there? Look, traveler, don't suppose you'd do me a favor, would you? I cannot say no. Come with me to the Heaven's Egg. That place is dangerous. Yeah, I ain't stupid, but I've got my reasonings. You heard about the kidnappings that had the town up in arms a little while back, right? It'll make it much faster if you did. Truth is, it's about my wife, Mara. She got herself wrapped up in it too. Everything's calmed down now, but she still ain't come home. That's concerning. I heard everyone who got nabbed was returned home safe, so why is it that Mara hasn't, eh? I asked the Argus Brigade to help me search for her first. They said they're too busy and couldn't spare the manpower. Got no one left to ask, huh? Can't do it alone. Please, I need your help. I know I sprung this on you, but I need to save Mara. Okay, just this once. Everything comes at a price, sir. Everything comes at a price. I'm off to get ready. I'll meet you again at the entrance to the Heaven's Egg. You want me to do something? You're gonna have to incentivize. We'll do that later because it's already 9:10, but we can do the steps quest, of which we have 3. This is nutty. What is up with her? Normally she'd be back by now. Monsters lurk around here. He'd be better off heading home, stranger. Oh, thanks for the concern. But I'm not moving from this spot. Not until my little sister comes home, anyway. She's been working in Shatola for a few years now, but it's been so long since she last came home. I thought we'd be back together now that all those kidnappings that had Namiya riled up got resolved. She's the only little sister I've got, so I want to be the first person she sees when she comes home. You going to wait out here forever? No, I still go home every so often. My wife would be beyond furious with me otherwise. But I'm worried. I can't remember how long it's been since she came home. She even sent a letter telling me she was coming back. Do you think something happened? Urgh! Don't think the thought hasn't once crossed my mind. I'm desperate to go and find out for myself, but I can't simply just walk away from Namiya. Of course! Why didn't I think of this sooner? You're a traveler, right? Of course you are. Look, I have a request. I need you to go to Shatola and find my sister. If you are able to find her and ask her why she hasn't come home yet, then that would be a bonus. It'll stop you worrying. Thank you. You're doing me a huge favor. My sister's name is Missella. You might have some luck asking around the tavern in Shatola. You'll know her when you see her. She's got the beauty of an angel. Ha 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 ha! Now I'm counting on you. Happy music all of a sudden.
Well, shall we begin?
You're supposed to drop loot. Oh, we're tired. Oh, I never planted my grapes. Fuck, dude. Wait, Numblemon saplings. I didn't buy Numblemons.
I'm going in carefully.
Are you going in? Because I'm going over here. We still don't have a lot of context on these things. All I need now is that one last ingredient and it will be complete. Hopefully, it'll work to reduce the symptoms. Huh? Who are you? Oh, Annabelle. What do you want? Are you the one abducting people? Well, when you put it that way, sure. But no, I am not abducting them. I can explain. It is not my intention to fight with you. Hear me out. Fine. My name is Vigia. My goal is to stop the spread of a disease which is rampaging through Namia. I am collecting cell samples from the bells of Namia for my research. That is all. Which disease are you researching? Researching a disease called hay fever. If you were in Namia, you must have seen the bells sneezing too. That is a symptom of hay fever. When tiny particles from flowers spread and enter the body, they cause a flare-up of hay fever. The symptoms are hard to manage, ranging from sneezing to itchy eyes, headaches, and fatigue. In severe cases, the afflicted can develop low vision and have difficulty breathing. How do you treat it? No treatment currently exists, hence my urgent research. Wait a minute. It sucks, I'm so thirsty. Because I can't refill the water container. Because we have no fucking water, man. I mean no harm to the bells of Namia. Capturing them is the only way I am able to perform my research and find a cure for hay fever. But it is scaring the people of Namia. They will only be more scared the longer hay fever is left to spread through town. They will have to deal with it until a cure is found. I mean, yeah, we all do deal with the allergies, man. If you want to speed up the process, you can cooperate in my research. I should be able to complete the cure much faster with your help. And you'll restore peace for the bells quicker too. What do you say? Will you cooperate? Alright, what do you want me to do? Wise choice. Well then, we have no time to lose. I need you to get a certain ingredient for me. It is called antihistamine. You can get it from a monster called Bloom that lives in Heaven's Egg. I'll be waiting. Why don't you get it? Fuck. Ah, shit, I'm gonna have to fight. Egg.
I appreciate it.
I'm gonna kill you for hitting me.
Shall we begin?
Ugh, move! They're never usually monsters. Why today? Oh, you. I'll handle the monsters, kiddo. Till be a cinch. Spinneroonie! Oh, they're still alive.
Lisa K. I'm highly capable, you know.
I'm highly capable, you know. Fucking Baraka. If he wasn't so good at DPS. That was close. Yeah, I'm lucky you showed up just in time, thanks. I think I've seen you at the orphanage before. You're that traveler, aren't you? How come you just happened to be out here? Were you following me? It's just a coincidence I saw you here. Nah, I don't believe you. You came to my rescue a bit too quickly for it to have been a coincidence. Tell me the truth. Don't explain shit to this kid. You just laugh it off. And you say, what an imagination you have, kiddo. Let's go take you home. Anyway, why did you do something so dangerous? Well, I might as well tell you. Come with me. The place I'm heading to is just a little bit further. We're here. This is what I left the orphanage for. Mom, Dad, sorry I'm late. I got caught up with a monster. Yeah, I'm fine. Thankfully, a kind traveler came to my rescue. Is this a grave? The little ones started fighting again today. I had to go and break them up. They're always giving me a hassle, those cheeky monkeys, but they're not naughty, they're just learning how to share toys. Anyway, I got them to make up in the end, so it's all good now. MC, why are you so slow in the uptake? Yeah, this is my parents' grave. They're not actually buried here, though. I just call it their grave. There's nothing left of them to bury. They got eaten by a monster and their bodies dissolved inside its stomach. That's hot. So I made this grave for them. Thought if I didn't have a place to visit them, I'd make it myself. Why are you keeping it a secret, though? I can see why you'd ask that. Kind of play the role of older brother at the orphanage. The little ones look up to me and everyone respects me. So how could I tell anyone that in reality, I'm just so lonely? I miss my parents so much. I can't tell them that their big brother is sad and lonely. They can't know that I visit this grave every night. I don't think you need to hide it. Yeah, thanks, but I'd rather you didn't try and cheer me up. It just makes me feel more embarrassed. Please don't say anything to the guys at the orphanage. Not even to the teacher who sent you out after me. Just make an excuse to get out of telling them. Promise. Hee. Right then, I've got to get back to the orphanage. They'll notice I'm gone if I stay out for too long. Okay, well I gotta get back to... I don't even know where I'm going. This way. Just looking at the map and I was like, wait, how do I get out of here? We'll finish the Nemean quest later. Hold up. This bears fruit in summer. We'll store it then. You can smoke eggs? Wait a minute. Oh man, I need to be using that. We'll fix up the farm soon. I have so many, like... Thoughts in mind. So many thoughts in mind. Yes! Tier 2 sprinkler. Do I have enough lumber? Make another 10 fences. For aesthetics. But I'm not gonna put them out yet. I'll put this stuff out, maybe.
I have to go and check around there next time.
Check where now? Evening. Ah, story plot. You know, since we've been to see each of the 4 sea slate now, that's what we set out to do. It was, which is why I like to go over what we learned. One thing they all have in common is that something alien appeared nearby. I know I've said it a bunch already, but they really look a lot like products of my time. The Heaven's Egg near the Spring Sea Slate was a laboratory that built a dragon defense system. Then there was a Lorelei at the Summer Sea Slate along with the Philosophical Flame, a source of crystallized energy. The Winter Sea Slate had the Automata, which the Patriarch used to hypnotize the hearts of his people. It's more than just coincidence. Agreed, this could be a string of related incidents. Not to mention the Sea Slate itself, which looks just like the Red Queen that brought chaos to my time. The weird part is, more and more of those objects keep appearing in this time. Feels like someone has an agenda and is causing weird time distortions and time slips to happen. Is it really just a coincidence that I'm wrapped up in it all too? Sorry, I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's where my mind is at right now. Well, it sounds a bit epic, doesn't it? True. It makes my head hurt just trying to put it into words. Her hair moves weirdly. There is something that's been bugging me ever since we destroyed Lorelei and Shatola. Hein and I met an omen while we were investigating Lorelei's relic. He said his name was Geist. Why'd you keep that a secret? I didn't mean to, honestly. I just want to let it percolate. I just want to let it percolate for a bit. But the Geist seemed awfully well informed. Who says percolate? Whether he's the one behind all of this remains to be seen, but there's no denying he's totally in on it. Percolate's like such an outdated word. You have to go really far out of your way to say percolate. Like, you would only say it just to sound snobby, I feel like. Like, oh, I know this word, percolating. Geist, he wants to damage the star. What does that mean? I do not know Geist's goal, but there's no denying he will cause irreparable damage to this star. I can't let you take this human Dianthus. I have been ordered to take it to Geist. You mean the omen that was after me back then was Geist? But if that is true, back then, wasn't he... Ah, none of this makes any sense. The only thing we can do is march up to him and demand he tell us what the deal is face to face. But he won't be easy to find. He flies around on his airship, right? Appearing out of nowhere like a ghost. I just want to go home. I need to give Mom and Dad the data I got on the Red Queen. Thank you for sharing what you know. Let's get some sleep. Good night. Oh yes, me. Hot damn, got some money, got some money. What do we spend it on, though? There's some commotion outside. There always is. There's some commotion over in that direction. If you say so. Are we getting access to the water area now? That's new. Ah, we've been found out already. Or we've been found already. That was fast. Well, what do you think of this waterside biome we made? You made this. We sure did. I made it all bubbly, and then Iris added the splashiness. You can grow cute little water-loving vegetables in this waterside biome, too. It's a good thing, you know. Yeah, you could look a little happier about it. Is that it? Do you even know the meaning of the word happy? I'm over the moon. That's more like it. This means you'll now be able to grow crops that you couldn't grow before, so take care of them. And just in case you couldn't tell, you won't need to water the plants in here. Efficient, right? May you grow lots of sweet and yummy vegetables. And don't forget to show us when your cute little veggies are all grown up. I can use them during the spring, summer, or fall, but not winter. But why not? Why not? Oh ho. Oh ho. Well then. There's really no point in me planting anything. Until fall comes up. I need to buy more of these curry herb seeds. Suspicious lake modus monolite. Oh. Guess I gotta fish a bit. Who dares to interrupt my sleep? Hey, you. Who are you? This is my hill, you got that? I should be asking you the same thing. What? You found me here sleeping. Glub glub. What a beautiful house. Oh, I get it. You want to present that house to me. That's really nice of you. You know what they say about kindness, right? It keeps the doctor away. Let's get this fight over with, monster. Glub glub, must we resort to violence? Ugh, I'm getting all discombobulated. I should really stop getting my fins in a twist over everything these humans do. I am a Sahagin. I own this hill. You want to live on this hill? Then you've got to pay! I've got to get the land tax peephole off my back, you see. So here's what you can do for me. Out there in the world somewhere are very special kinds of fish. They're called rare fish. You're gonna catch them and bring them to me. Got that? Very simple, I know. You look reluctant. Don't you know who you are talking to? Fine, I have no choice. I will give you a reward if you bring me the rare fish. We got a deal. I will let you in on a little secret. I know a trick for how to catch the rare fish. Come closer. My fishing knowledge is now level 2. Oh shit. There. Now you need to do. Now you know what to do. I'll leave the rest up to you. If I can just get my hand on those rare fish, I'll be a Saha king in no time. Oh, you didn't hear that. You just focus on catching those rare fish. Yeah, what he said. So, there's a little more to fish in here, huh? Glub, you good? I heard rare fish live in village nearby. When season become fall, rare fish come out. What else you got? Apparently rare fish live on this hill too. It's not me though, don't try and fish me. Someone told me best day for mountain stream fishing is day after rain. I hear there's rare fish that likes to view flowers at nighttime. Alright, that's probably Namiya at night. I should maybe write these down, but I can always look them up, I guess. I heard rumor about rare fish that come out when you catch lots of certain fish. Well, that doesn't help. In town in south, they say something appear when it rains. Some rare fish live underneath thick ice. Good job. I don't want to go to ice place. Some rare fish live in faraway sea. I wonder what they look like. I heard that you can find bizarre looking rare fish in bizarre looking cave. I don't know where that is either. I heard rare fish. Alright, so fall in village nearby. Can I fish here or is just hand over fish? Because he said there's a rare fish here. He's just a fish icon. A rare fish on this hill means the place where I can fish below, right? Should I go looking for the rare fish? Do we spend all day fishing? Alright, we're gonna do something here. I guess we're gonna do farm shit first. Veteran farmer achievement acquired.
The veggies are simply bursting to be harvested.
The veggies. Das Vegetable.
There is a letter here for you.
Ah, fuck. Why does everybody need me? Wait a second. Unfortunately, these fucking onions, while they sell for so much money, I don't mean to deposit that. Do this every time. Never imagined I would receive a correspondence from the sect of the Anti-Mother's ringleader. As I mentioned, this may be the best opportunity to put an end to their activities, or it could be a trap. Nonetheless, I cannot sit by and do nothing. Harpu, I will be waiting for you at the cave. Thank you for listening to me earlier. I think I've finally taken that step closer to knowing what I want to know, but we're still not finished. Why was there a shell in Shatola that looked just like my pendant? I have to know. Please meet me near the observation deck in Namiya when you have the time. I have so many favors that I can't ask for anyone else. Or ask from anyone else. How much food do we have? Plenty. Alright, Pekopine, Cuckoo Palm, Avgolemono. God, I can never remember this. And Dashimaki. I'm gonna get you a new friend today. Why do I never get what I want from these things? Let's do a little reorganization though.
Take this. 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 Take this.
Alright. I'm going to just have the level 2 ones out. So if I ever want to make something, we're gonna need 9 copies of the substance.
Take this.
This way they'll take up a little less space. However, fermenting barrel, we want the spice maker. We want the cheese maker. We want the smoker. Which I need to take my eggs out for again. We want the jam maker. Mayonnaise maker. So we're gonna have lots of eggs for lots of mayonnaise. Level 2 flour mill. I have a level 2 dessert maker, right? I have a level 2 spice maker.
Take this.
Oh wait, we don't want that anymore. Flour mill. Oh wait, I have a level 2 flour mill.
Take this.
Never mind. I'll just put this out and we'll put this out. I'm gonna sell my old stuff. We'll see how much they sell for. Sprinkler level 2.
Take this.
I'm gonna sell my level 1 sprinklers as well. Well, I should keep them for now, I guess. Oh yeah, my feed makers. Alright, so this side of the farm is good to go for the next season. I did have a level 2 dessert maker. Let me put that down instead. Let me take some eggs and some... I don't have a lot of milk. I want to smoke my eggs. Oh, hells yeah, baby. And then mayonnaise. Right. Dessert maker.
Take this.
Before I forget. Oh, I need monolite. Why is the substance so hard to come by?
I hope you bring back souvenirs.
$11,000. 6 days. Four days. It's the 25th, so on the 29th we would be good to go with these. Or I could just save these for the... Oh yeah, I need a lot more of these too. I see, waterside crops. Let's do 10 of each of those. I'm gonna buy one of these coconut trees. Which I'll plant now. What's that? You're searching for someone? Well, I'd be happy to help however I can. Looking for an angel. Her name is Marcella. Miss Sala? Yeah, I know her. But what's it to you? I've never seen your face around here. What are you talking about? Oh, so brother asked you to come and find her. Well then, sorry for butting in. I was just looking out for her, you see. Oh, so nothing happened to her? Huh? Nothing bad's happened to her that I know of. Maybe you should go and talk to her yourself. She's usually working over by the pier around now. Have I brought you a meal? I'm a little worried I need some of these legendary fishes for your meals too now. Pia! This way. Do 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 do. Oh, hello. Is there something I can help you with? I explained that her older brother Todd is worried about her. Todd? Oh no. Mishla, who are you talking to? Haas. I guess I have some explaining to do. Something happened? I explained the situation again to them both. Ah, I see now. Miss Shala's older brother is worried and asked you to come out and check up on her. But Miss Shala, this is the first I've heard of you wanting to go home. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault. What's going on? I'm scared to tell Todd about my relationship with Haas. Mission and I have been seeing each other for the past year. I've mentioned to her several times that I'd like to meet her family, but you haven't told them a thing about us, have you? I'm sorry. But you see, Todd, to say he's protective of me would be an understatement. He's the kind of man who would refuse to let me marry. Oh dear. So that's why you always change the subject whenever I talk about meeting your family. Still, this is all my fault. I didn't have the courage to face Todd and tell him the truth. Oh, Mishla. Would you prefer to stay here? I have to go back. He worried enough to send a stranger to come and check on me. It's only right that I stop trying to run away from the situation. I'm going with you. We'll confront your brother together as a couple. What? But... Why am I tagging along? I'll escort you to Nemia. Thank you. Haas and I will head home and pack our things. Meet us at the entrance to the Jade Forest and we will travel to Nemia together. Damn, that's a long trip. Alright, I got nothing else to do. So what I will do is deposit these seeds. I'm gonna go plant my tree. I'm gonna eat a piece of ham. Do I have monster meat? Can I just eat some raw fish? I have plenty of raw fish. I don't think I can just eat the raw fish, but I can eat raw ham, which I only have 4 of. Wild leaves work. You know what? Let's keep a stack of wild leaves on me. For stamina. I don't know where these fish are. I haven't looked anything up for this game. I don't intend on looking anything up for this game either.
Drink up, lovelies.
Let's see if I can find them all on my own. At least for now.
Drink up, lovelies.
So I don't really have any other major plans except doing Shrika's side quest thing. Just gonna put my tree in the corner here. Coconut tree. Ah, it's a 4x4. I'll put it in the back. It'll look good in the back. And we never have to water it, so that's cool. The only place we can farm or fish on the farm is over here, as far as I'm aware. So, if this counts as the hill, maybe there's a secret fish here. But we might have to get to the other side, where the treasure chest is, and I don't know how to do that. Ah! Or maybe they just appear when you, access that guy. I don't know if it's possible to find these, or if we got stupid lucky right now. Argentian. Can we get another one? Ever sweet fish. That had a gold icon on it. Is that a rare ever sweet fish? Maybe they always have that icon. Or my level is supposed to be level 2, right? He said we're level 2 fishers now, so we can probably catch more stuff everywhere. Hello. What was a gold tier fish? Feel free to vent. Well, honestly, no, you don't want to do that. If someone tried to use your card somewhere and they blocked it, at least you didn't lose any money. Dealing with this is better than dealing with that. I want more rare fish. More rare fish. How are you gonna let me catch a legendary fish on the first try and not another one? Or maybe there's only one. So I'm curious if you can cook with it. I'm gonna try to cook first before I give it to the guy. It's just to see if it's in the recipe. Ah, we got another one. A new record. Oh, baby. If I lived down there, Ombre, I would buy your trans pass for a month. Something. Yeah, fishing crab. Just doing some fishing. Looking for some rare fishing. Fishy fishies. There is quite a lot of the compendium left to go, so. I've noticed the main quest has been the sleep after doing a day's activities. So I suppose the second half of the game will open up as we make progress here. Let's go turn in one of those 2 fish to the guy and see what the reward is. Waterside biome. Oh wait, no, it was the suspicious lake. Hand over fish. What do you mean I can't deliver this fish? Is it not in my inventory? It's right here. But does it have to be like so rare it has to be gold? Does it have to be a gold one? Oh, I don't know. It might have to be a gold Argentine. So this fish says it makes me money though. It's because I ate it. You can't eat fish raw in this game. Can I cook with it? Tom Yum Soup. Well, I'm gonna make this. We'll end the day and we can do more fishing later. We need to get a gold tier Argentine.
I like those who at least try.
Level 2 Jamaica. She likes those who at least try, boys. So these just say they sell for money. These earn you money too. Oh, right. It tells you if it's an ingredient or not. What other fish have I been hoarding that we never cook with? We can maybe just get some money here. All of those quotiddy crabs. Titty crabs.
Take care out there.
Well,
Nice.
I suppose we'll make some cash. We'll do more fishing on the next day.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. So I need a rare fish. Evening. I is eagerly tinkering with something. What's that? Would you like to see? It is like a communication device. It still has some battery, so I'm trying to see if I can fix it. What would you use it for? Isn't it obvious? We'll be able to intercept omen messages with it. When I started looking at the devices they'd leave behind, I realized they look like tools we used in my time. Still, I can't say for sure I can get it to work, but just in case. I am impressed. Or something. It isn't that impressive. I don't even know if I can fix it yet. Anyway, I'd like to focus on this tonight, if you don't mind. Time to go back to bed. Wait, one of my... that was the Azure spread. I was about to say, the Argentine was rare? What the fuck? So I need a rare Argentine. But now I don't want to do anything until I get that. And before fishes are season bounded. Some of them are season bounded. Which is why I want to get fish now. I sense something in the loft. I probably got an upgrade statue of my pet, apparently. I don't know why. So I don't remember that being here. Who keeps putting these giant statues in my loft?
See you later.
How dare! Thanks again for your help the other day. I feel a lot better for having spoken to you, honestly. But I'm still on edge. The dragons have started coming out to Heaven's Egg again, and we've no idea why. Same thing as every other day. Would you mind stopping by my house when you have the time? I'm sorry to spring this on you, but it helps to have someone to bounce ideas off of. I'll see you there. Thank you for stopping by earlier. It was nice seeing the children smiling again. It's clear they are still reeling after what happened with Tiella, but hopefully things will return to normal soon. Oh, that's right. There's something else I wanted to talk to you about. It is rather important, so if you could come back again to the orphanage soon, that would be a big help.
The veggies are simply bursting to be harvested.
These aren't vegetables. These are grains. And the thing on the trees are fruits. Someone's gonna have to educate this fairy. Alright, all of this wheat is for me. And all of this is for my birds. We need lots of bird seed. I forgot to go buy another bird. So we'll get another bird today. It's okay, somebody's gotta be youngest of the pack, right? God, I hate the placement of my trees so much. Mayonnaise still smoking. Alright.
Do you want to work on the farm today?
Do you? I work on the farm every day, lady. Every day. Did I eat like a bunch of my wild leaves? Because I didn't mean to. Or did I accidentally deposit the wild leaves into the thing? Alright, well, I'm not going anywhere until I fish the fucking fish out of the fish place, so. Alright, if you get the rare version, so I was thinking there was an awful lot of fish in the game, which was kind of impressive, but now I see it's just a rare version and a normal version. So we need to get a rare Argentine. That is their job. Oh, I need to buy a chicken too. I'll buy a chicken. Fuck. Well, I just put wheat in. Right, let's go buy the chicken first.
Take it easy.
Cut her some slack, devs didn't give her proper voice lines for all the anything. No slack. She should know better. Hey you. Fluff foul. I could feed my pet. But I can buy a ton more food too. Kolo kolo. Oh, I could get a level 3 backpack. Oh, the temptation. I want more grapes. But Steam does. We're gonna plant these in the fall. That's 30 cave crops. And then I think for some immediate money in the fall, we should do corn. So I'm just gonna buy a fuck ton of corn. We'll get some upgrades after the season swaps over. Alright, who wants to guess what the name of our new pet bird is? As I have no idea what it will be.
Take care out there.
Let's get the vineyard going over here. Actually,
Take this.
so this is a 2x2. 1, 2. We plant it here. 1, 2. Yeah, we can start fixing these. This is the other 2x2.
Take this.
So 1, 2. Then this would be 1, 2. This one goes here. That should cover all of this. And then just because I'll be lazy,
Take this.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, yeah. So we're gonna want one here to get the top. And then I can leave these over here, although you should really be over here. Or not there.
Take this.
One to the left. There you go. And then you two are sharing a spot, which we don't want.
Take this.
Got a min-max. There you go. Hails to the yeah. Done with that stuff. Alright, what's the new birdie? Last time we had Japanese import. Flappy. Probably the most generic name of them all. Like, I don't know how you compete with that third name that we have. Like, Pekopine? Alright, that's cool. And then you got Cuckoo and Palm, whatever. Avgolemono, my favorite. Dashimaki, the import. And now fucking Flappy joins us. I liked all the generated names. Did I not plant my grapes? Okay. Wait a second. I should have put them up here. This is where the grapes are growing. Alright, I've got 2 grape patches. They'll be destroyed later. It's okay. Lots of grapes. Now we fish. Until we get a gold version of the Argentinian. And then we'll quest later. So this will probably take all day. Unless I'm really lucky. Damn titty crabs. Can hear my creature going. Oh damn, I was tabbed out. That could have been it. That could have been Dawan, man. That could have been Dawan. Got a rare crab. I guess that's cool. Common crab. Didn't mean to button mash there. I wish I could turn the camera around while I'm fishing because I want to stare at my pet. Oh, hells yes. That didn't take very long at all. Hello, Fluffy Bones. You cutie. Oh, yeah. These are just for money. I don't know how you don't use crab in cooking. Like, what? What? Suspicious lake. Hand over fish. How can I not deliver a fish? Does it have to be something even more rare or what? I has fish. Maybe there's like some higher tier of fish. Is it a different name? Oh, wait, is it a different name? Am I a dumbass? Have I not gotten the right fish? Wait, what's in my backpack? Oh, this is Argentinian, not Aurelian. My bad. You're right, this is a different fish. I was not paying attention. You have to cut me some slack. My chat is over there, so I see your messages on top of the name, and my eyes can't focus on it clearly. Single monitor warrior over here. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. It is the truth. I cannot see. Well, we caught this. Then the question is the rare fish in the bottom of the lake here? It might be. Gonna donate me a 50 USD monitor? You don't have to do that. I've explained before, I have nowhere to put a second monitor on this table I'm using. There's nowhere for it to fit. I have my computer on the table, the tower, I have my monitor, I have my Switch, my SNES, I have some other odds and ends, I got a tissue box here, I have my drinks, I have my keyboard and mouse. is this? Filled. I can't even put any of my Mega Man figures nearby. Shit. Wall mount it. So, you'll have to take my word for this, but where I'm sitting currently is in front of a window that faces outside. There's like a tiny little nook in the corner of my room that I'm squeezed into. I don't have a wall. I do have a wall, but I'm not facing the wall. I'm facing the goddamn window. And then, the wall on my left, so... Do you have attic at your house, Sarge? I don't know if you would be able to imagine this, but there's an attic right above me. And the wall here is like... For a large portion... Hey Joe, what's up? For a large portion of the house, the wall here is actually angled. So, like, it goes up straight for maybe up to shoulder length. I don't know, they were just here. Anyway, it goes up to shoulder length, and then it takes like a 35-degree turn, and it's just completely angled and hollow because it goes to the attic space. Oh, nice. Mortal Shell's like a Dark Souls, but it's an indie game. Friends telling me Mortal Shell's free on Epic if you guys want to try out Mortal Shell. Anyway, wall mounting a monitor would be beyond inconvenient for my setup. You're forced to give me a 65 USD one. Forced, he says. Forced. Oh, excuse me. If I don't find the fish here today, we will look for it another day. I'll go back to side quests and... I'll wait until more places unlock on the farm before I go looking for the fish. This is the only fishing spot, though, that I'm aware of. Hey, out of curiosity, when did they try to take money? G-Flock. weird. Accursed redfish. I mean, rare fish. Redfish. You two redfish. So reminds me of when I played Fishing Planet a little bit, except, you know, that game has a lot more engaging of a fishing system, and it takes forever to catch fish. Damn, there's gotta be one in here. This is how I wish I could spend my days. Cramming wild leaves into my mouth and then fishing into the wee hours of the night. Probably would make you pretty sick. Just eating some wild leaves. Bum bum bum. Alright, he said one is under the ice, so that's in the ice town. It made it sound like there's one in every town. Maybe we should try for that one first. I feel sleepy. Actually, maybe I should pay attention to food. One thing I haven't done is care about the food bonuses too much and see if any of them have a fishing bonus. either not in here or it truly is a rare fish. Damn, I got 11 Eversweet fishies. Alright, we'll go to bed just in case. Did I forget to check the cave biome? I did not. Alright. I do feel very sleepy. I still haven't been sleeping well. It sucks. 2,000 gorilla. 4 days until Quietus. I wonder if there's a fish that only appears during Quietus. Looks like Arya was up working all night. How'd it go? Almost there. I think I just need to turn this thing here in. There, I think that should do it. I'll set output to multi-directional. We should be able to catch a signal if they're using something similar. This is kinda exciting. I wonder if the omens even pay attention to signals from unknown sources. Found immediate ing. It actually worked. We got a response. Repeat. This is evolution. Com type F. The source. This communication is unregistered. Confirm your identifier. Our identifier? I'm sorry, but we don't have one of those. Just names. Does this mean we're speaking with omens right now? Pardon? Did you say omens? Yes, I believe I was quite clear. There's some kind of commotion among the omens. What is wrong? If you really are omens, and I just have a few questions. That's why I'm sending this transmission in the first place. You are calling us omens. This must mean you are human, correct? Yep, I'm human. Then we ask that you return it, and we will forget this ever happened. Nope, sorry. This one is mine. It is nothing like yours at all. Do you really expect us to believe that? Why, whatever do you mean? I get it, though. Things have been pretty hectic for us, too. Speaking of which. Tell us about Geist. Did you say Geist? That's right, and don't play coy. We know everything there is to know already. Do we? And that includes your goal to use the Sea Slave for some evil scheme. What's wrong? Lost for words? Apologies. Allow us to rephrase our question. You know about Geist, correct? That's right. And your friend is responsible for everything awful that's happened. That is classified. Only those with F rank clearance can access it. It is considered morally gray. But we cannot overlook the fact that Annabelle has come into possession of such information. Who are you? How regrettable. You worms hold away in your castle of illusion. You have no idea who this girl is, do you? It's you. What happened? Who is there? I can't have you meddling anymore. Your existence is far too important to them. What are you? Yeah. Take her away. Give her back. And you are. Oh, that's right. You were the one loitering around the Sea Slate before. How did he fit through my door? You can struggle against the walls of your cage, but you cannot change the world from inside it. Nothing is achieved without adversity. We must confront the truth with reason. sure. They're taking Arya away. Well, I better go out and do something. Hey, what's going on? They took Arya. Arya? You're going after them? That's right. The look in your eyes says it all. You know how dangerous this is, but I guess that's not enough to dissuade you, is it? Take this with you. Soma potion. It'll be useful if you're in a pinch. Come back in one piece, understand? Why would they leave a rope out? For me to get on board. Isn't that too convenient? The one piece is real. Didn't the artist confirm it is real? Or author? Apologies for the unceremonious welcome. I guess by your tone that you don't intend to eat me. So what is it? Where are you taking me? To the root of this false world. False. Wait, you mentioned something similar the first time we met, right? What the hell is your goal here? Yes, it is natural you should ask, and I suppose there's no harm in you knowing that much. Perhaps then you will cease your incessant protestations. Excuse me? Yeah. Excuse us? So, as for my goal... Airship Ridgey. How fancy. It's so steampunky. Something's ringing over here. And then it's just silent over here. In the middle. And then it starts ringing over here again. Nobody's piloting this thing. I don't doubt you're quoting a meme. Is there any chance that you might join me in my endeavor? Are you kidding? There's no way I'd help with something like that. Now let me off this ship. There must be an emergency parachute or something in here. Thought we may be able to negotiate or something. That skipped itself. I didn't even have time to see what the text was. You thought I would let you flee? The Castle of Illusion is already aware of your existence. I cannot simply allow you to do as you please. Arya! I have no recollection of calling you here. I can see your vigor will be nothing but a thorn in my side. It was you who destroyed Kierkegaard, correct? Then I will crush you here before you meddle in my plans any further. I don't actually have stuff on hand here. He's weak to this though. Am I supposed to lose? I'm probably supposed to lose. Yeah. Had to wager a guess, I'd say 17,000 damage is kinda high. Pathetic. The Abels truly are such an unrefined species. Whatever. I must take the girl where she needs to go. You will follow no further. Goodbye. Come, you uncouth scoundrel! Are you alive or are you dead? Quickly now, answer me. Fucking unicorn. Ugh, where am I? So you finally awaken. I must say, it was quite peculiar of you to fall from that flying contraption. And where's my thanks? Without my illustrious presence, you would have surely perished. That hovering dirigible belongs to the omens, does it not? What would they want with Castle Lewis? You don't suppose they're up to something nefarious, do you? Animated cutscene. Get back here! Just what sordid evil are you planning, you buoyant monstrosity? The princess is in peril. We must hasten to her rescue. Oh, why am I not surprised to see you here? I heard there was an Omen airship circling Castle Lewis, but I didn't realize this is what would greet me. Perhaps they are occupying the castle used as a stronghold should they declare war on the humans. Do you think it's that serious? I can't say for sure. Members of the church are preparing the capital's defenses nonetheless. As a result, I was the only priest able to come and investigate. Which is why I hired protection. It seemed he was looking for something to do anyway. Hey. I trust you will fulfill the role I have hired you to do? Yep, you don't need to tell me twice. I was getting pretty tired of hearing everyone spreading rumors about the omens in the capital anyway. Shatola was abuzz with omen rumors this morning as well. Do you think the people in the castle are okay? Yep. One can hope. These are omens after all. They don't look too kindly on us humans. Word has it that Princess Liddell of Castle Lewis is a vision of beauty unparalleled. I could never forgive anyone or anything that should try to injure such elegance. You mean they wish to harm my princess? I will not permit it. We haven't a moment to lose. They have Arya in there too. Oh, well that won't do. Do you think they plan to torture her? In that case, we'd best remove the omens inside and rescue her, hadn't we? Glad to see you've been keeping well, Harpu. You two came all the way from Nemea. We were at the doctor's and left, picking up medicine when we heard, and a seal just had to come. Well, I couldn't just stand by when I heard you and Arya had been picked up by an Omen airship. Harpu, it seems we've all been infected by your sycophantic tendencies. Regardless, we can't sit by while Arya is in danger. Let's go help her. He's right. She's always been so kind to me. True. Arya's come to our aid on many an occasion, right, Baraka? I'll invoice you for this later, Harpu. Hey, you're already getting paid by Shrika. Well, I admire everyone's heroic determination. There doesn't look to be any means of reaching them. Then let us take to the water. These magnificent hooves are good for more than just a good canter. Don't be ridiculous. You do know nobody has ever entered this lake and survived, right? She is right. There are tales of a lord of the lake that devours anyone who falls in. Very well. Then this calls for my celestial vessel. Ah! What are you doing? Praying. Oh, beloved princess, please hear my solemn plea. Open a path so that we may reach you. You're kidding. Why didn't he do that earlier? The stray bullets have let down the drawbridge. Looks like we can cross. Wah! Ha! Ha! My princess was listening. We're coming for you, Your Majesty! He's rather intense, wouldn't you say? Or perhaps we're too complacent? Now, quickly, to Castle Lewis. Indeed, I guess. I should save. I should probably get some actual food items in me, but whatever. I have 2 mountain stir fries and a bunch of other random crap. But not much. And here I thought the drawbridge had been destroyed. Yet you crossed it anyway. I suppose the saying, curiosity killed the cat, means nothing to you. A long time no see. Is that you, Harpoo? You should leave this place. I cannot allow any humans to enter. That includes you. Do not cause any more trouble than you already have. Harpoo, do you know this omen? You're extraordinarily popular, aren't you? Well met, arrogant omen. You would do well to rid this castle of your presence, for it is the home of my beloved princess. I remember you. That's right. You're from the laboratory. So you won't let us pass, then you leave us only one option. She's right. We can't leave while our friend is being held captive in there. Everybody, calm down, please. Bloodthirsty creatures. Harpoo, I owe you my life. Even so, I cannot allow a single human to enter this castle. But why? We just want to. Truth found within these castle walls will shatter your already fragile sense of tranquility. The great temple of Apatheia. The peace that we have built for you. Truth? The hell do you mean by that? It is as the word implies. Well, Harpoo, your intelligence is protected by tall walls of common sense. Such a mental framework allows you to live your lives without succumbing to the madness of knowing. We are omens, organisms, with objectives unknown, shunned and oft harmed by humanity. That is the way of the world as you know it, and we are content to continue in that fashion. All that intelligence requires is wisdom, not knowledge. You'd be happier not knowing what lies on the other side of those walls. But I have said too much. Please take heed, Harpoo. I'm sorry, Dianthus. So that is how you choose to answer. Very well, Harpoo. I will end your existence if that is what it takes to protect your sanity. Better do 17,000 damage to me. Hey, what are you weak to? Oh, that was still recharging. They're casting magic I can't avoid. I probably shouldn't have jumped into that.
Why do you want to move forward? There is nothing kind
weak
about the
to
reality
fire.
that lies ahead.
Right, this is a girl. We're gonna need this.
Scattering out
Yeah.
deploying L field.
Come on, Baraka, I need more fire. Break their burst thing.
What impulse is driving you? Scattering out particles.
You'll regret ever challenging me. Turn to dust.
Ow.
Deploying outfield. I must stop you for your own good.
You'll regret ever challenging me.
Probably should have switched Estina out of the party.
What is that shining?
Because Estina doesn't have her super yet. Enough. You truly wish to continue? To what end? To help our friend. Friend? You mean the human girl that Geist has with him? Very well. You have proven your resolve to me. With it, you may well overcome the fragility of your own hearts and minds. Follow me, Harpu, to the Castle of Illusion. You would do well to observe why we have given this castle its name. Sure thing. But I need to go get supplies. Oh good, I need monolite too. Are we really inside the castle? This is not at all what I expected from the outside. This is wrong. My princess is... Princess! You hope they have the fishes I need in here? Maybe. Have you never thought it strange? You don't know where we come from or where we go. That's a good point. You've always been this phantom presence to us. I honestly just figured you could teleport or something. We are unable to bend the laws of physics, but this castle, the one you call Castle Lewis, this is our base of operations, the Castle of Illusion. Excuse me? How can that be? Castle Lewis is your base, then what of the royal family? I will explain as we go. The answers to your questions can be found within. But be on guard. Geist's minions will be lurking. They will attack without question if they catch sight of us. Can't you fight? Can't you reason with them? Reasoning is futile. We are also at war with Geist and his creed. You would kill your own kind. That's not okay, is it? Your thought process is painfully contradictory. Humans excel at killing one another. No, is this really any different? Anyway, Harpu, as your guide in this castle, I also take responsibility for your safety. I will travel alongside you. Yeah, this is join the party. We've acquired the Runemonster job class. A job that excels at wide-range magic attacks and weakening enemies. I mean, it sounds cool. Maybe we should try it. Oh, when did I get this? I know Crest gave it to us. I thought it was a key item she gave us, though. This is an actual item. Made from Wise Man's Roots. I need to figure out how to make those myself. There's still 2 job classes missing. Lunamanthier. Hold up. I need I need this. Let's take a break. We'll raid the castle later, guys. It's time to do some farming. And shit. I need food mostly so I can tank the boss. Need something that adds like damage that I can cook. Fate night canceled, guys. Yeah, everybody go home. Physical attack, physical and magical attack, crush, ice, poison damage up. I mean, we do ice with the 1 class, right? Skill cooldown, speed up, crit rate up, slash damage up. Cheese and tomato caprese. Wave and water damage up. Stand plus 60 magic defense, wave, water damage. Wave and poison. I don't even know what class does poison damage. I haven't seen any of them do poison damage. Wave and earth. Fire, earth. Honestly, the most common thing I can make is this. And we can just use the water class. I'll have to check the ingredients of the other stuff. Yeah, back to my scheduled gathering season, not this RPG nonsense. I don't have enough of these peas. Okay, we can make some ketchup omelet. And I'll make some extra of these as my basic generic food to eat. Boy, spent a lot of time cooking there, huh? I would like to get the normal attack enhance. Skoy Lancer, shorten drop change cooldown, yes. And we have tier 2. I don't have any jobs tier 3, and it feels like we're on endgame. Let's get Sapphire Sarakel level 2 for that. I'm gonna swap Mage out for this Luna Monster. And we'll try Lunamancer out. And then party-wise, we'll swap Estina out for... Amo gives me a heal. And if I'm gonna be increasing my water damage, then that might buff her as well. And Braca has fire covered. So I guess we do Amo and Braca. Alright, anyway. We've got time to kill. We've got stamina. Thanks so much for looking out for Jade and me. I'm so glad I got to see him again. I was so sure I'd never get the chance. When you've got some time, I'd love it if you could come to me again. Jade's memories still haven't come back, but I'll never give up. I will never give up. Need more vegetable juice, which I have plenty of. This Soma thing is made through Wise Man's Root, it says. How do we make it? A jam maker? Whoops. Welcome back. And hello to everybody. Right, I only have my level 2 fermenting barrel. I need to put a level 1 out. But I got rid of the level 1. So I won't be able to make this yet. Did the whole day go by? I'm unaware. I guess. Sell those, hold those, take out some wheat. So I can make some seeds. Quiet
Got
as.
some crops begging to be
Race
harvested.
you to Sleepy Town.
Damn, go to bed if you're that tired. I could make some lemon juice, right? I actually have a lot of Numblemon. Let's fill that up. Put those away. Okay.
Take it easy.
One of those legendary fish is under the ice, so I'm gonna try to farm under the ice. And this is the only place I can think of. So I suppose we'll finish the thing with Arya before we continue on with other quests. Gotta get her back, yo. New record on the Frosty Herring. Cool, cool. Where is the legendary fish? I see the shadow of some NPC walking by. we gotta get back home. No luck. I returneth hometh. And this is for cooking. And cooking. I feel very sleepy. And check the cave. It's okay. We'll get it today. 3 days until quietus. What do you want? Kingdom Brigade Battles Omens. Ah.
Why does water
Lemon juice. Remove stun, removes bind. I mean, I suppose I should take that with me. Chickens in my chicken coop. I'm gonna need more feed makers in the future.
Looks like some of the crops are ready for harvest. Farm work is my #1 specialty.
Money! Oh yeah. So maybe I should turn some of these into spices. I'm gonna miss you, my Revol peppers. They last a while too. Which one is the spice maker? There you go. I have 10 spare in case for cooking. Alright, we'll take the lemon juices with us too. Let's go to battle. Need to eat some food.
I hope you bring back souvenirs.
Castle boundary. I mean, I have a cool looking staff and all that. Wait. How do we get to Castle Louis from here? From the boundary? Or am I supposed to just walk across? Oh, my bad. I'm supposed to walk across. The hell?
Inside that castle?
Yeah, man. Weren't you paying attention? Stellar wheat! Why does the castle have stellar wheat? Beyond me lies a city of grief. Beyond me lies endless suffering. Beyond me lies the downfall of society. Is it like a super boss? Well, that seems cool. Attack it, guys. The charge time on these attacks is quite lengthy. Holy shit, they do damage. Ow. I know. I'm wondering if they give us stuff there, and I could probably use a little more XP. Probably shouldn't be the melee character of the group.
Let's get this over.
You need to drop monolith for the elementals. I guess we'll go this way first. My HP's non-existent.
I owe you one.
Maybe I should actually farm some of the big monsters for better, like, artifacts or relics. Accessories? They do have stuff. We might want to actually power up our gear and whatnot. Yep.
I'll do my best.
I'm dying. Be nice if I could actually dodge in this game and not just face tank everything. Maybe I should try and do a tankier build. Cannot get out of range of their swings. Hang in there, Amo. Maybe we need Hein on the squad. Hein gives us defense. Ah, they're just locked for shortcut purposes. Alright, well, what was in the other direction here? Oh, I need more vegetable juice. Gold ore.
I owe you one.
I owe you one. I went back to FF14 raids. Indeed. Couldn't stay away for too long. There's a lot of these enemies. I don't like how they walk at me like that. You'll pay me if you die, right? I need more DPS.
Let's get this.
Alright, note to self, that takes a while. They slowed me down. They slowed me down. Yo, attack them, guys. I'm trying to kite to get into a more tactical position here. Damage, though. It is rather high. this is locked. I'm guessing touching the red laser beams would be most ungood. Yeah, I need a melee character on this team instead of Amo. That way I can hang back with Baraka to nuke the enemy. We'll put a Hane on the squad after this. Oh god! Fight them, people! You gotta attack first or they just don't do it. Should be a lot of XP we're making now. I'm out of stamina. Do I have like eggs or something? No. I'm highly capable, you know. I think I see the gimmick of this room. Dude, these melee guys do so much damage. It hurts. Yeah, I think I'll go kill some heavy enemies and farm some accessories off of them, see if we can get any defensive ones. Ay ay ay. It's my last vegetable juice. I guess we can waste the berry juice next, because I can always make more of that. Although I'm low on berries. Cue the vegetable juice song from the Vocaloid. I actually have no idea what that song would be. But yes, we can cue it. Because vegetable juice is what I need to go make more of. I need to unlock the third skill for this class. Small thunder core. It appears to be a broken war machine. You might find some useful parts if you examine it. Sure. Could have had a V8. Yeah, I had 9 V8s, but we inhaled them all. As you try and take a closer look at it, 2 other machines come flying in. What's good, Kev? How you enjoying Duelist once again? They were probably called over by this one right before it broke down. The Hornets attack!
You don't look so good.
Let's get this over.
Would you like to heal me with your healing powers?
That was scary.
That was scary. This was optional? Main story is nearby. We just want to open that shortcut. There's a lot of pathways I miss, but I think that's good enough for a trip in this game. So it's loud. What Sarge posted. Yeah. I would like to preserve my juice, so we'll come back another time. I'm just gonna leave. We'll leave the long way because I only have one more of those things since monolites are so precious and rare. Whew. Feel a little unprepared for this dungeon. We are over level. Like, they're 28s and 31s, and we are 30 something. 31? Okay, so we're on par. I think I just need better stuff down here. Also, our setup. Lunamancer, I'll mess with. No, Lunamancer I didn't mind messing with. I think what I would want, instead of Pilgrim, is Wilglind. And then we want, in the party, Kane and Braca. We could have Dianthus, but she's not leveled up for us. My stream now lets you downgrade off source, which is great because you can watch it again. You didn't have enough bandwidth for a long while, you guess. Well, I'm glad to hear that. They don't always give me those options, but it sure is nice when they do. I'm not popular enough for the options to be available often. I suppose streaming Duelist, their average numbers have increased a little bit. A nice side effect of that. Okay, still need XP for that. We can learn Ruin of Mana. I just subbed that job out though. Wind Nail 2, Beak Spike. Let's get Beak Spike first, and then I'll enhance my normal attack. Mazer Alpha. And Crushing Damage. And Job Change cooldown. Wow, they earned a lot of job XP. So I just need this to earn more. I need 1800 out of 1127 that we have. I'm gonna start playing Sheeran. I will get back to Sheeran eventually. Like, I've never finished all the stuff in 5, and I do want to, and I want to finish my playthrough too. I'm probably gonna start over on a lot of them, and I will get to that at some point. There'll be plenty of Sheeran and plenty of Mega Man after the SNES SSQ is done. This I've been working on because this was a birthday present game. I've been a little slow about it, and Duelist is now addicting again. So, I'm alternating between like Duelist streams and playing this a bit. Oh, nice. I got you playing one of the versions. Excellent. Get on the line. We're waiting for stuff to come back. What are we waiting for? Oh, wait. Hold on. Ah! Cracking my back here. Has there been a new Sheeran in the past couple of years? The newest one is Sheeran 5 Plus. Was released in English on Steam and Switch, but that was a re-release. We're hoping in the community with the success of Sheeran 5 and the fact that there is a developer message saying they're interested in doing a new one, that 6 is in development. We're hoping, but there's no word on it yet. Sheeran's very good. Holy crap, look at all the level ups we just gained for the fighting we did. Maybe I've been skipping some fights a lot lately. But yeah, Sheeran 5 Plus is really good. It has a ton of mechanics, and there's just so much to do in the game. If you really love Sheeran, it'll keep you busy for literal months, if not years. You know, if you're a completionist. Main story you can probably do quickly in a single day, if that's all you want to do. Ooh, raining. Do I have mail? No mail? No mail? Alright, so I don't know where to farm artifacts.
I think Gladys is coming soon.
It is. Where's my,
Probably use something here.
I'm gonna take my bellhops and turn them into drinks. Me skipping grinding enemies and easily beating content underleveled anyways? You've definitely never seen that stream before. I don't easily beat enemies. I feel like there's a lot of times where I am just skirting by barely, which is what I like. I know in the side quests, some SNES RPGs, man, we have gotten so lucky on so many final bosses where they should have been kicking my ass, and they were, but we just somehow get away with it. Always feels good to do that. Let's go to
I hope you bring back souvenirs.
let's see if I can buy another chicken. Oh crap, wait. The day after rain, in one of the villages, a legendary fish appears somewhere. I need to talk to the fish master again. Now, we have all the chickens we can have. Kalakalu. Then with this $8,000, let's get some damage buffs going. I have to wait. You have the clues at hand. Want me to post? Yeah, if it's the clues. I don't have to talk to the guy again. And what was the one for the day after rain? Mountain stream fishing. Day after rain. Town and south. Oh yeah, town and south. That has to be... Oh, we might fish today then instead of doing the castle. Glub. Fucking fish people speak. Town and south is Shatola. Mountain Stream, I think, is the dungeon above us, because those are the mountains.
Mornings.
Alright, let's level up the Pro Shades. That's me. To level 6. Let's level up the Amo. No, who are we taking with us on the team?
Cheers.
Braca and Hines. Where's Braca? He's the carry. Braca's sniper rifle. Alright, level 6. Hein. Or Hane. Alright, there we go. We're gonna roll with that party.
Cheers.
Let's go fish in the town south. And then mountain stream is the day after.
I hope you bring back souvenirs.
Makes sense we do some ocean fishing in the rain. I'm not sure which of these 3 piers we would want, but I'll pick the middle. It sticks out to the ocean the most, right? These clouds are weird looking layered the way they are. But get used to it, because we're going to be staring at this for a while. Oh yeah, I need to eat my food. It's not him. I don't think Sarge plays Duelist, Kev. But I'm not sure. Speaking of Duelist, we will probably play a little bit tonight. Maybe after I take my break around 11 or so. Sarge is too busy with his other gacha games. Well, he was just saying earlier today how he doesn't have time to do all the events and stuff. And all his other games, right? You're falling behind in Honkai Impact 3rd because of all the stuff you're doing. Oh, excuse me. Game does not interest you? That's fair. Is it the tactics part or the card game part? Perhaps the pixel art part? Or is it something else? Competitive multiplayer aspect. The Super Grouper. Is that it? But he's not a rare type. Other color variations? I wonder if there is a rare version of him. I'm gonna try and get another one. More of a Yugi Duel Master and Hearthstone kind of card game guy. And PS1 Digimon card game. I mean, if you like Hearthstone, you would probably like Duelist. It's the same mana system of gain 1 extra per turn. I won't push you to try it out, but I feel like you would probably enjoy Duelist if you enjoy other card games. Especially if you like tactics. Oh good, a new record, but he's not rare. I want a rare one now. See you later, Ombre. Hope things shape up for you. I never tried Shadowverse, but I will admit some of the card art looks kinda neat. But you know, I think it has a good anime aesthetic. After Duelist died, you tried to find a replacement. Did you ever try Shardbound, Kev Bob? Which is like alongside Duelist, but then it died before Duelist died. Rings a bell. It was like the 3D on a hex grid Duelist. Yeah, it had the hex board. And then it had some colored factions like green and orange and yellow and shit. I was hoping that game would reach completion. I don't know what happened with those devs, but they ran into some trouble and they just couldn't finish. It was way harder. Yeah, it was definitely more to think about. Sophisticated for sure. I'm trying to get a damn rare super grouper here. We got a Rosy Seabream rare. JP exclusive Hearthstone clone of Dragon Quest. Oh yeah, I've watched the Dragon Quest card game before, if it's what I'm thinking. It was kind of hard to follow for me, but all I saw from the match I watched, they were like putting out these buildings and then putting monsters in front of the buildings to protect them. Which I guess they were ramping resources or something. Yeah, I hear ya. Duelist is really one of a kind. In all honesty, if you're really, really into Duelist, it still exists. There was a website that somebody has running. You could still play Duelist, but it's not as fleshed out as Duelist 2. From what I understand, Duelist game code has become truly open source. Anyone's allowed to take it and mess with it. And there's currently like 3 versions of Duelist that exist. There's Duelist.gg or something, a web browser. I forget what the third one is, but it's not very far along. And then there's Duelist 2. Ooh, Great King Tuna, rare. Nice. That's gotta be the rare fish, then, if it's not the other guy. I'm glad I kept fishing. Yeah, the update is very generous. Honestly, I almost have a full collection and I'm entirely free to play. I farmed all of the faction levels to 16 beforehand, and Magmar was at like 20 something. And I have a lot of the cards ever since the free stuff. It's pretty nutty. It was fun to build some weird decks. I've been trying to play with what do you call it? Nether summoning Abyssian. And then I tried Jack's Abyssian. I tried making a weird Vanguard deck just to mess with Winterblade because I picked up 3 Winterblades and I I had at least one hilarious moment. The deck hasn't done too well, but Argood went so gung-ho on cremating me. Like, I equipped the Winterblade, I think Argood didn't pay attention, or he gave no fucks. And then he warped across my minion, went to my back, equipped the backstab mask, backstabbed me, queued up a Phoenix Fire, and he did all this before realizing that I was invincible after his ping mask pinged off my artifact. So he just did all that, and we both did the Lionar's smile, and then he conceded. It was just the funniest shit. Yeah, I was laughing so hard. It's like, alright, good, I understand you want to melt my face off. But he probably threw like over 20 damage at me, but it all did nothing. Except the first couple pings. It was so funny. The hero powers people are thinking might return as cards, separate cards. But I don't think they're ever gonna come back. The differences between the heroes will only be skins. It's just far too complicated to make balanced hero powers. I do agree with that. And I don't mind it. I attribute the duelist factions as like, kind of like Magic the Gathering colors. They don't have natural powers. They're just different choices within the factions. Have you guys watched the Death of a Game episode of Duelist? Oh no, I didn't even know someone did a YouTube video on that. I have not seen that. Now they're gonna have to make a new video called The Revival of the game. The whole reason why I'm still fishing is for a rare super grouper, by the way. It's just commons, man. There's commons everywhere. Nothing but common super groupers. Yeah, I'll check that out when I'm done streaming today, maybe. Probably. I have nothing else planned. The only thing I really need to get to doing is translating Taito or Taiko Rishinden, whatever the next Japanese game is on the side quest. Holy crap. Do I need to get around to working a route out for that game? So I have no idea what needs to be done. I have kind of an idea what needs to be done for that game. Why are we getting memoriams all of a sudden? Maybe the super grouper's not a nighttime fish. Octopus Traveler. What? Oh, was I mashing the button? Octopath Traveler 2 is coming out soon. And then Bravely Default news, I heard the second, I think second, or is it third? Mobile game is shutting down. Brilliant Luminaries or whatever it's called. Very sad news. I need to see if I can find like a Japanese playthrough of those games or sorts, just so I can see what they look like, because I'm never going to be able to play them. I wish Bravely Default would stop making temporary mobile games. I really do. Please make a new mainline title. Or at least just release this mobile shit on Switch or Steam as well. Alright, rare memoriam. I think I needed that. My backpack is full. Alright, well, we got the Great King Tuna. I did not get a rare version of the Super Grouper, but we can try next time. I guess we'll go home now. Productive day of fishing. And we have to fish tomorrow too, since it's after the rain. Cooking earns you money when shipped. Cooking. This is apparently used in cooking, so I'm gonna need another Great King Tuner to make the damn... You know, if I want to be completionist with the game, I'm gonna need another one to cook all the food. I feel sleepy. Just checking that. Let's go to Suspicious Lake. You good? Well, damn, none of the things that I obtained is the legendary thing he's looking for. These are truly legendary, holy crap. Ice Fairy, Aurelian, Cardinal Goldfish, Mono Tieman, Siren Servant, Jejune Trout, Giant Salamander, Twilight Cherry Salmon, and a Rainbow Harp. Damn devs, they aren't handing these fishes out. I'm gonna have to put in some more effort on my fishing. I wonder if I can increase the fishing skill by an extra level or so. I suppose we're selling this, and then I don't need another one of these. We can keep this. Cooking, money. Reminds you on how hard to get certain fishes in One Piece and limited adventures. Yeah, they let you fish in one piece. You suck at the fishing in that game. I appreciate a good fishing game or mini game. It's too bad the fishing in this game is free. Like, it's absolutely free in this game. Costs in-game time. Eggs Benedict. Oh. Yes, please. Huh, that's weird. Your previous 2 messages don't have your badges in front of your name, Sarge. Do you notice that? Like, I had to do a double take because I thought that was someone else who said that message with just bleed text at first. Yeah, how bizarre. You temporarily lost all of your status. Namiya Meat Pizza. Wow, that sounds delightful. Oh, we had pizza the other day, but I could always go for more pizza. Okay. You blame Comcast? That's fair. It's always fair to blame Comcast. You got a sudden craving for ice cream from a certain shop, and you're unable to get any at this late at night. We just got some ice cream in the freezer, and I'm probably going to get a tub of that in a few. What time is it? Not a tub, I mean a bowl. Scoop some out of the tub. It's 11:31. I'd say it's a good time for a break, and we can pause this here. I need to remember to go fishing next time. Oh yeah, baby. I'll switch to Duelist after I take a nice little snack break. And then we'll just enjoy some Duelist for the evening. So I think that's my plans. Let me exit this game. I'll put on some music for you guys. I need to get around to making a new break screen. I really do. I want chat to appear on this if you guys chat to each other. And I don't want the static background. I do want my break time, that text that I made though. I love my break time text. Anyway, let's get the video game playlist going. I'll start you guys off with some. I don't know. What are we in the mood for? How about some ogre battle? Santa's coming for Christmas, even though Santa already came. It's funny they named the song that. Anyway, give me a few. I'm gonna get some food, and then we'll play Duelist. I'll update my Twitch in the meantime.